As we left Southampton on a rainy day, Joyce got ready for dinner.
After a day at sea, we watched the crew prepare to tie up in Stavanger and soon set off for our first walk.
We'll stop for lunch just 5 or 10 minutes up here, have half an hour for a lunch.
We had our lunch by a lake above the town. After walking round the lake, we returned to the town and the ship through the prosperous suburb.
Later, the sail away party. And dinner with a nautical theme.
Just a minute. Come on. Just a minute.
Next morning, we sailed into Stavanger and berthed at Flam.
The railway took us 12 miles up the spectacular valley with a stop to see this waterfall. We got off at Myrdal 900 metres above our start and set off on the memorable walk.
You up until you get the crowd.
I want the crowd.
After lunch we continued to the halfway point and we softies returned on the train, while the fit party walked all the way to Flam.
At Olden, we drove into the end of the valley to walk the 5 glacier walk.
We stopped here for lunch. You can see 5 glaciers on a map, but only 2 in my pictures. We got ready for our walk in Bergan and went up the funicular railway.
But when the clouds came down and the view disappeared, we left the dedicated walkers and walked down through the pretty old town. Next day we sailed into Farsund, where the sun shone on a sparkling sea.
Some of these bunkers, they've got 2-3 floors underground with tenon groove on the walls. No, I mean heating systems, they're dry, they're nice, German make.
Hans, our excellent local guide, led us on a lovely varied walk on the peninsula.
Our walk past Bronze Age boat carvings, which are now painted red so that tourists can find them easily.
The glasses are on their head.
At a nearby standing stone, Hans lined us up for a group photograph. After lunch, we continued along the coast to the Lister Lighthouse.
Most of us climbed to the top for a picture. Shortly after returning to the Balmoral, we set sail and I watched as the cutter came alongside to collect the pilot. With a wave he was gone and we headed to the open sea.
Dinner that night was formal. Later, we watched this show performed by the roommates, waiters, engineers and other crew members.
days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind, I've opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me
Later still, the chefs displayed their artwork.
Some people waited to eat it, but we had eaten enough one day.
Just like every child.
Just like every child.
Needs to find a place. Guide us.
On our last day, we ramblers were entertained to high tea, a good end to a great holiday.
Yeah.